right, so what's going on YouTube, Twitter, and now Instagram and Twitch also, man? It's your boy King, man, and we got my man Downtown Deuce in the building. What's good,
Yes,
Deuce?
sir. What's good, my dog, man? Just one day at a time, man. Wait for us to break the streak.
Well, y'all know the moral of the story, right? We on a losing streak. Our team is down bad right now. You see the topic. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We in a tough situation right now. We got a really young team. They're trying to figure out ways to pull it together, but it's just not working out the way that we want it to. So we've all been asking that question. We haven't heard from the head man in charge yet, being Troy Weaver. So there's still a lot of question out there. We're trying to figure out what to do as fans, and us being analysts that actually watch every single game, and try to
Right.
figure out the best thing for our team. We want to know some answers. So, Deuce, what we have, man.
Man, I don't have a lot of answers, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I know a lot of us here have questions. And we're gonna do this a little bit different tonight. I know usually, King, we usually have topics prepared and we do our homework and things like that. But just from looking at Pistons Twitter, man, I'm seeing a lot of people that really just need to get a lot of stuff off their chest and really just kind of vent. So that's what this is for anyway. But even more importantly tonight, because of the state of affairs of where we are as a Pistons organization and Pistons fandom, we just gonna allow everybody to just kind of go in tonight. We're gonna try to hit on as many comments as possible, more than usual, because of that very reason. So and we gonna vent too. I'm gonna keep it a buck tonight. It's been really frustrating. I know I like to usually be somewhat politically correct because you got kids watching and stuff like that. But if you got kids, hide your wife, hide your kids tonight, because it's gonna be a little bit raw tonight. But we appreciate everybody being here, and we look forward to hearing from y'all. So, King, anything on your mind that you want to kind of kick it off as far as this venting process tonight? You got your couch ready? You want to lay back on your couch and kind of just talk to us?
Well, it's a couple of things, man. It's a couple of things. First and foremost, I would like to hear at least something from the organization. Give me something, throw me a hint, just toss me a bone. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just be honest about it, man. We're content creators, and we follow this team's every move, but we have to be creative and come up with ways to give these subscribers, all of our following, some solid content. We
Right.
haven't been able to do that lately, and it's infuriating. It's so infuriating, man.
Yeah.
I just, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to come on here and give the same story every night, because that's pretty much where we at right now. We're just stuck in replay
Yeah.
right now. So
Yeah.
um give me something to go off of. Instead of me making my own assumptions, I would like to get something concrete. That's all I'm
Right.
asking for.
Right. No, I think you definitely hit the nail on the head with that, bro. I mean, we usually do hear something when it's not usually this long of a lull before we hear from somebody. So it's kind of disappointing that when there is something going on, we're not hearing from anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit disappointing. I don't know if it's because they're trying to figure out what they want the narrative to be or what they want to tell us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they, because Pistons fans, Detroiters know when it's fluff and when it's real. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I love about my city. People know when it's cap and when it's not. And so maybe they feel like they want to make sure that they present it properly when they do. But I'm just like, man, just be honest. Just be honest, man. Just tell us what's up. Tell us what the plan is. Tell us if we should have hope. Tell us, what has transpired. Tell us what you intend to do. Tell us something. I think we as paying customers and as loyal fans kind of deserve that much. So it's kind of disheartening that we don't really hear anything. We kind of got to go off of what we see and little snippets here and there and hear from different beat writers and stuff like that. But that ain't enough. Straight up, it's not enough. And like you said, we don't want to be redundant, especially when it's a losing type of situation.
Right.
Like if we're winning the winning streak, we can talk about that every game. We can be redundant. We want to talk about that. But when it's a losing streak like this, a historic losing streak, we can only say so many different ways, yeah, we lost another game. So we need something from somebody, bro.
Marvin Tolbert, man, my guy, I see your comment. It's got a lot more to do than just Joe Harris, my guy. I, It's a lot of guys that didn't give us what we expected them to give. And Burks right now is one of them.
Yeah.
Um,
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Burks has been an absolute disaster to watch because, and this is why I meet myself personally, I don't like one dimensional type guys. This is why, because when they're going through this shooting slump, there's nothing that you can do, nothing else that you can do. You're not going to rebound.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you can't. You choose not to. You're not rebounding. You're not going to play defense. You're not going to set up teammates. You're just going to chuck up bricks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like watching Josh Smith out there right about now when it comes to Burks. Burks can't
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
the ocean right now.
That boy
And
said
he
Josh
and
Smith.
you know,
Sheesh.
listen, you gotta, as a coaching staff, when you look at players like Burke, and Lord knows I'm a Michigan fan to the core. Y'all see
Yeah.
my wall.
Right.
Burke's livers gotta sit their asses down. I'm sorry. They just have
I'm
to.
with you on that. I'm
I
with you on
I I love Liv, bro, but Liv has just not been living. You know what I'm saying? So
that.
you gotta throw Knox in there. I'd rather have a Mude on the court right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
listen, if you're truly trying to break this streak, that's just what it is. I
Yeah.
knew, last night wasn't gonna go too well simply because of what I seen as far as our injury report. Jalen Duran is out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you're gonna have problems in the post like we always do. But then at the
Right.
same time, you have defensive players out in general. You only had one guy besides Cade who's a defensive player. And what did the Hawks do? They came and they lit our ass out from the goddamn perimeter from the beginning.
Yes,
You know
facts.
what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just frustrating. The way that the roster is constructed right now is frustrating. It's so
Yeah, exactly.
frustrating because we
Yeah.
focus so much on guards, guards, guards. We never got legitimate big man.
Yeah.
Legitimate big man. I'm gonna say that word again.
Yeah.
Large, bigger size 3 and D type forward, 3 and D type forwards to
Hmm.
give us help. Because when we going against these teams, that's what we looking at.
Yeah.
That's what we looking at. That's what we getting our ass kicked by.
Yep. Yep.
So this roster construction, you got to start looking at Troy Weaver like, Troy, what the hell did you do?
What's going on, man? What is the plan? Because it seemed like for a while, it seemed like he was just, trying to just stock up on assets. But he's done it to a point that the roster makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have assets, to stock up, assets and have different players and see what you can get. But when your whole roster is half of that, how are you going to define roles? And I like what my dog Willie, I like what he said here. Defense ain't been there all year, no matter who is in and out. That's an effort thing. That's
Yeah,
an effort thing. That's disappointing, man. Like the first we played a back to back with Philly, and this was a crazy stat to me, but I looked it up when I found it. When it came to Joel Embiid, we know Joel Embiid is probably he's the MVP. He may win it again this year. We
yeah.
know what
Well,
kind of
no one was about to beat them.
especially without Duran. Like you're not gonna stop him at all. But here's what was crazy, bro. Talking about defense and just effort, right? With our big guys. In the first half, I can't believe I'm saying this. In the first half, Joel Embiid, I'll do this way. In the first half, the Pistons as a team, had a total of 38 points and 10 rebounds. Joel Embiid alone in the first half had 30 points and 10 rebounds. So as a team, we only had 8 more points than Joel Embiid, and we had just as many rebounds. I don't care who you have on the floor. I don't care who you have on the floor. That is inexcusable. That is effort. I don't care. Duran's not there. I don't care. I don't care. Foul this man. Like do something, bro. Like they said in the Titans, push him, pull him, do something, man. So that's been the most disappointing thing to me all season long, bro. It's not the offensive struggles, it's not knocking down shots. It's not even the roster construction because you got to play what you got. As players, You need to give effort, man.
Effort.
I don't care how many games you done lost. If you don't give effort, it's going to continue to be more. That's the biggest thing for me. So I'm gonna leave it.
At,
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll let you hop in.
at some point, you got to impose your will out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, look at this streak we on. I need everybody to go out here and play like the most mangy dog that you can. I mean, a rabid dog. You know what I'm saying? We need to be biting and attacking we need to be drooling at the mouth in
Yeah.
every effort, bro.
We need that Dan Campbell energy, bro. That
Yes, bro.
kneecap energy. That's what we need.
Absolute, man, absolute dog, bro. We
Yeah.
need dog. And that's not what you see, especially from the post area.
Right.
That's not what you're seeing out there. You know, you got 7-foot guys out there with the core muscle strength of a 12-year-old woman, a girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I tuned out from the Sixers before the game even started. I'm like, we about to get beat.
I know.
I want to see
I know.
how bad we finna get beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When we facing teams like them, Cleveland, the Bucks, like we're outmatched.
Yeah.
We are
Especially without our best big man. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm saying? So
We got a shot.
it's like it's no resistance. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of that. We've been talking about this for the last 3 to 4 years. No resistance in our paint area.
Yeah.
But these guys, these teams have, I mean, they got so many guys to throw at you. They got no-name bigs out there that give more effort than our bigs give. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that painted area. That's a problem, bro.
Yep. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Besides Duran, you got two bigs out there that got the mindset of thinking that they're Kevin Durant. We talked about this, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, get your ass on the box and do something.
Wait, I'm not. Who you talking? You talking about a particular guy? I'm not sure if I can recall who you was talking about. I don't know if I can remember.
Talk about Wiseman's
I'm trolling.
soft bum ass. I'm talking about Bagley. Y'all just big, man, for no reason.
That's what I say, man. They're just tall.
Oh my god.
They're just tall. Like Wiseman's 7'1". He's a very skilled player, man. He just does not want to bang. He does not want to play the role that we need him to play on this team. That's really what it comes down to, unfortunately. It's Let me get in these comments. Let me see what's going on in these comments, bro. We know what. Before we do that, there's something I kind of wanted to. I know we're getting kind of negative pretty early, but let's talk about one of the bright spots from last night. Cade Cunningham. We've been getting a lot of shade because for some reason people think basketball is like tennis and golf, where it's just one person against the other players, which I'll never understand. But we know how it is. When you're the number one pick, when you're the franchise player, you're gonna get all the blame. It is what it is. So we're just looking forward to that time when he starts getting the credit because we're winning. But let's talk about his 43 points last night, man. He seems to like playing against the Hawks. His last career high was also tied for first against the Hawks.
Right.
I don't know what it is about the Hawks. I don't know if he beefed out with DeJounte Murray or something or what. But every time he played him, he cooks him in them every time, whether it's one-on-one or whether it's pick and roll. It doesn't matter. He was cooking them with the pick and roll yesterday, bro. It was pick your poison all night long.
You know, my thing with Cade, I was, the 43 points is one thing. That's definitely, courageous effort, right?
Right.
But what was more impressive for me is the defensive effort that I was seeing Cade yesterday. And the way that he was playing defense yesterday, I thought it was the rookie season again. You know what I'm saying? He just looked on both sides of the court. He was engaged. He was locked in, and on both sides of the ball. You would think it would be contagious,
right?
His bum ass teammates, but it just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, we got certain guys on this team, man, that it just seemed like they've checked out already, like completely. So is it just they waiting around for that opportunity to get out of here?
You know what's crazy about that? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let's get finished.
No, I'm just saying we need to move them, bro. We need to get him. You don't want to be here. You don't want to get that effort. Get out of here.
Yeah.
This man went out there and gave you 43 points, played his fucking heart out on defense.
Yeah,
And the supporting cast out there, all the lineups that everybody was, oh, we hope for this lineup. None of that shit worked.
right.
Got their ass whooped still because you wasn't getting nothing from the other guys out there that were surrounding them.
Yep.
Period, man.
Yep.
Especially in the post.
Yeah, we didn't get nothing in the post, bro. We didn't get anything. I mean, yeah, we didn't get anything to paint unless it was off case pick and roll action. That really was it. We didn't. It's tough to see that, man, because you could see he tried to end that streak last night. You could see he tried to put the team on his back. He probably got to go to chiropractor this morning because his back is probably toe up from having it from that load he had last night. Like you said, on both ends of the court, for him to be able to still play the way he did down the stretch in that game after what he did defensively, that's he played with heart yesterday, man. You could see he really wanted to end that streak. And what you said to your point about whoever doesn't want to be here and to stand up to the adversity, got to go. That's what he said last night in his post game. He said, "We can't run from it. We can't hide. This is what it is. It ain't no embarrassing. It ain't about being embarrassed. Ain't none of that. Y'all, we grown
Hey,
adults. It's a grown man's league, man. You got to go out and you got to play."
your coach said that he was gonna sit and he was gonna see who would show up through adversity. Well, goddamn it, you can't get more adverse than this.
Yeah,
Show the fuck up, bro. Show up,
yeah,
Burks. You soft ass nigga, Burks.
man.
Excuse my language, man. Bro, like dog. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to go, go.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
real,
Get out of here.
for real.
Like we need we listen. We need guys around this man that's gonna have his back. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And by having his back, that means effort. You know what I'm saying? That means going out there and giving everything that you got every night, not only when you got your jump shot going,
Right.
every night. We need that effort, bro. That's the
Yep.
only way you're gonna be competitive and win some of these games. You
I'm
got a
telling you.
little bit, you got
Talk about it.
a little light flurry right now with your schedule.
Yeah.
You got the
Yeah.
Jazz, you got Brooklyn twice.
Yep.
If y'all don't win none of these games, bro, I come on, dog. At least one of them.
I might unplug for a minute. I might unplug for a minute if that happens. Because I mean, this is the opportunity, bro. Okay, and I want to get to this. We're gonna come back to this question right here, but I want to get to Marvin's question. Efforts. That's what happened because like the first 3 games of the season, we talked about this already. They
Mhm.
look different. They look like they were. They look like they were in the locker room saying, "Hey, this is our year. This is our year to make some noise. Clean slate. No 17 and 65. That's over. Clean slate this season. Let's go out
Yeah.
and make it happen." And they just kind of went left. They won the first 2 games, and it seemed like as soon as adversity hit, they lost 2 straight, went down to 2-3. And after that, they just you could tell like at the end of games, they were afraid of losing the game instead of trying to go out and win the game. But the old saying goes, you playing not to lose instead of playing to win. That's what they were doing. So that's what happened. It's all up here. There's no way everybody's saying this is the worst team in history. On paper, no. But looking at the effort, I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I thought that was a great point that Marvin made, or a great question that he asked. It's like, what happened to that team? What happened? You can't just pack it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I'm struggling with that, man. I really am. Um, Corey, and I'm glad y'all popping into these questions. We're gonna get to some of these. In your opinion, King, who is more to blame for our failure? And it's not we're not I'm not trying to play a blame game per se right now, but
Right,
just more so it is what it is, right?
right.
Gores, Weaver, and Monty.
You can take Monty. You got to take Monty out the conversation. He just got
That's what
here,
I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
and Monty's in the evaluation process right now. So it's obviously between. To me, it's just Weaver. I can't even just go with Gores, to be honest. Gores is the owner, bro. Weaver's is the guy that made these deals. Period. I love Weave, but the roster, some of the guys we got on this roster, some of the trades that we made
That's true.
for that
That's
bland ass, some of them trades we made, he did that. So just as much as we praise Weave, we got to give him some blame. It's
I
okay
agree with
to do that. I had to do the same explaining to these Lions fans here. It's
that.
okay to call out when your GM done did some
Yeah,
bullshit. It's
yeah,
okay.
right.
No
Absolutely.
GM is perfect, bro. But when
It's
you
about to
look
be.
at some of the things that's going on with the roster and the mentality of some of these dudes, he brung them here.
Right.
So how am I gonna
Right.
sit here and blame Gores? Like I've seen these stupid articles out there, sell the team, move the
No,
team, all this dumb shit I've been reading out here. No, bro.
that's not happening.
I
I
don't
will
even know.
say this though. I agree with you because we were just talking about. I agree with you in part. We were just talking about the roster construction, right, and how it's okay to stack up assets, but you can't let it get away from you to where you have no identity in your team. I agree with that part, but I will say this: if what we heard is true, going back to the coaching hire, if what we heard is true about the fact that Troy Weaver wanted Kevin Ollie, but Tom Gores wanted Monty Williams, then I have to give him blame too.
I
Because you
believe.
have to, you see what I'm saying? When it comes to that, why are you as an owner overruling your GM when it comes to the coach that he wants to have for his players? What are you doing? If that is, like I said, only if that's true, that to me will put him above because that's where it starts. If the GM can't even make decisions, how do you expect to have a good team on the floor? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That to me is the biggest thing. It's like if he's that involved, if he hasn't learned by this point, because he when he first got here, he was hands on. Remember that? And he supposedly took a step back, but now all of a sudden he's hands on. Like if this is true, he's hands on again. Shout out to AB in the chat.
For sure.
But yeah, man, bro, that's why I say it's got to be the both of them. That's why I say it's got to be the both of them. To get most of the blame for that because it's like, come on, man, you gotta put things in place and then just step back and let them do what they do. Let them
Yep.
do what you hired them for. So
Yeah. Like I said,
I don't know.
and a lot of people didn't want Kevin Ollie because he wasn't the sexiest name or whatever, but we all
Right,
love Asar. We all love
right,
Asar and Amen Thompson, and that man had a lot to do with those two. A lot.
right.
He was in those gyms training with them guys, getting them, mentally prepared for them games, giving them the mindset that they got. You know what I'm saying? That effort, that relentless effort that you see, that came from
Hmm.
Kevin Ollie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we went out, we got the shiny pretty thing. We went and got the shiny Cadillac. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so uh, we just had to deal with that. So like
Yeah.
when I hear people talking about Monty or whatever, it's like, bro, be quiet. It's too early. You know what I'm saying? He just got here.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
That's
uh
fair.
it's
And
a little bit of blame to go around. I
yeah.
just can't pinpoint one major person to be like it's all your fault.
No, not at
Players
all.
players get coaches and GMs fired
Right.
for effort, bro.
Right. Right.
Freaking
Right.
effort.
And bro, when you 2 and 24, you can't just blame one person. You know what I'm saying? It's that's impossible. But I wanted to hit on this next thing we had in lieu of what Ashton was just talking about. He said we got to. Can you throw back up there on there for me on the screen? His
Yeah,
comment
find it.
because he made a comment about the Pistons possibly trying to end their streak, and I really want to highlight this right there. We have to win Thursday, right? So that brings us to our next question, bro. When were the Pistons in their streak? You were talking about it already earlier as
Yeah,
far as the schedule, and I have a picture here that we can take a look at together.
yeah.
Here we have it.
To
So
me,
here are our next few. Go ahead, holla at me.
no, to me personally, I think it is going to be Thursday against the Jazz. That's why I
Yeah,
said they name first. I think it's going to be Jazz.
yeah,
If you want to break that streak, but then, like I said, you got the Nets back to back. I
right.
mean, you come out of both of those with an L. It's just like I can't do nothing else for you, bro. Because
Yeah,
we don't have. Let's just be. We got to be frank about it. In our team, we have a team that's faced adversity from the very beginning of the season. Guys went out immediately. You know what I'm saying? Especially all of the veteran presence, the guys we acquired to be that presence and that veteran help, right?
yep.
So these guys go out. What a lot of people are not being realistic about, this schedule is ridiculously fucking hard.
Yeah,
Like we
one
have
of
a
the toughest.
ridiculously tough schedule, bro. Especially for a young team that's trying to build. That's a
Yep.
tough schedule. So yeah, if we taking L's, I want to see exactly what you said. Effort,
Mm-hmm.
compete. That's it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it, bro. That's all
Don't
we
go out here
asking for.
and give me these lackadaisical performances, get blown out by 40. Give me that effort.
Yeah, and we say it all the time. It's how you losing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I looked up a stat today. I believe it was the first 9 games of the season, we were losing by an average of 4 points. Every game since then, been an average of 19.
Yeah.
19, bro. It ain't like we're in games. I wouldn't even mind, bro. If we were 2-24 and we were losing games, I would chalk it up to a young team who hasn't learned how to win yet. That's what every team goes through. That's the growing pains we were talking about for this
Yeah.
season. It wasn't this. It
Yeah.
was okay. They got to learn how to grow. They got to learn each other. They got to build chemistry. They got to learn what it means to lose so they can learn what it means to win. That's what we was looking for. Not this third quarter. We turned the game off. We off Twitter. Or fourth quarter, we down by 2 or 3 in beginning of the fourth quarter. And then by the time it's half a quarter left, we down by 20, 30. That's effort, man. That's effort. Like you said, that's all we're looking for. So
Man.
I wanted to put that up there because he had that question about, or he made that
This,
statement like it's gotta end. It has
this
to end
brother
soon.
spit. This brother is
Yeah.
spit. Right. That's what I need to see.
Bro, yes. 50-50.
That's exactly what I was trying to explain.
We need to get 75% of the 50-50 balls. At least. You know what I'm saying? Every loose ball, we gotta be getting 3 out of 4.
So somebody give me court size tickets. Because if I don't see something out there, I'm firing on somebody that's third. Like, bro, like I say, you wait, man.
Talk about it, bro.
I need to see that desperate mentality. I need to see that.
That
period,
dog
from everybody.
Sorry, bro. We always talk about that having that dog. I ain't seen that dog lately. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen that nasty. I ain't seen that grit. I ain't seen that fight. I don't care what you shoot from the field. I don't care how many fouls you got.
Hey,
where the dog at?
This is what I need to see. This is what I need to see from my squad.
Holla.
When you get knocked down, on the way up, you're gonna bite a kneecap. We're gonna take one from Dan Campbell. And before you know it, the last one standing is gonna be my squad. That's what I need to see, man. Bite some kneecaps out there. Don't do it for real like Draymond, but bite some kneecaps out there.
Don't choke nobody out. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. We don't need that Flint energy, that Saginaw energy. We don't need all that.
Man, like you out there. I mean, I need minutes out there, bro.
Yeah.
Like if y'all need to, y'all know where I'm from. We can spin up 7 Mile real quick. I put some dog in y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how to have that dog.
Man, you already know, bro, how we cut. It's totally different. That's why it's so hard to watch this, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so hard to watch. Because even when we played, bro, and we weren't, at least I wasn't on the level of an NBA player. You know, I played in high school, went to college and played. But that's just how I played basketball because that's how I was raised, man. I was raised, whatever you're doing, to go get it. Go get it.
Go get
it,
dog. I ain't got no broken rim in my garage right now for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
I need y'all trying to, bro, end somebody's career out there. I don't care. Like, for real, man.
I want to see, even if it's like, bro, I want to see anger that I want to see that anger that we're losing. Remember what PJ Washington did to Stu? I want to see something like that, bro. Show me you care. Show me you care, man. Somebody get ejected. You know what I'm saying? Because they doing whatever it takes to win a game. Like, I don't care, man. This streak has to end. We need to see them. I said it before. We got to see them standings. We can't see L25. We need to see W1. Man. And that's all we need. We get a win. I can see it's going on a little 3 or 4 game winning streak. I can see it.
Spare us the bitch assness. Don't be out there whining and crying at referees while they going down the other end shooting layups, bro. Get your ass back. Play some defense. You know what I'm saying? I need it on both sides of the court. Period. Boyan moved them old ass ankles.
I gotta say, man, Boyan been
trying. He's been trying.
Yeah, you could tell he has pride. You could tell, like he ain't trying to be a part of no history like this.
No,
you see it.
No.
He don't want to be a part of this. He give an effort, man. Like since he's been back, there hasn't been a ton of rust either. Like he just came right back and popped back. You know, I gotta give him credit for staying professional. Keep taking care of his body. But but he's been trying defensively.
Yeah.
A lot more than some of these young guys, if we being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like just from an effort standpoint, and that's not good. He's 34 years old, just
Right.
getting back from injury. He didn't got his win back all the way yet. You know what I'm saying? His conditioning
Yeah.
ain't even tight yet. So yeah, man. Like
Like I
this.
said, yeah, I mean, I think we all can just agree, just give us effort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until we get to that point, until the trades get to trickling down with this roster we got right now, I just want to see effort, bro.
Right.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask for nothing else.
I'm gonna go through some more of these comments. We were just talking about this. We just talking about this. We
Yeah.
waiting on it. We waiting on it, man. Like we said before, usually we hear things randomly throughout the season when there's nothing too much going on, when there is no activity. So it's like it's messed up that we're not hearing nothing when there is something going on. That's all I'm saying, bro. I gotta see something, man. I gotta see somebody who cares. So like we said yesterday, we saw yesterday. Cade cares, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know how disheartening it is to drop 43, 7-5, and play with grit defensively, and you still lose. Like I would have felt that would have been the game that everybody else is like, look, man, let's follow him. He's trying to put us on our on his back right now. Let's follow him. Let's go get this game, man. I I didn't see it. I just didn't see it. Now that's the most disappointing part for me. It's got to be for him if it is for me. If it
Right.
is for us, you know what I'm saying. But like you said, you can't run from it, man.
Yeah.
It ain't no running from this.
You
It ain't
know,
like you gonna wake up from this dream and you ain't gonna have no losing streak. Like you gotta go do it.
another one of my biggest problems with this roster is, yeah, Trae Young did what Trae Young does. Some of the other guys, though, especially when we plan, certain teams like Cleveland, um, some of these other rosters, it's the other guys that's killing us.
Right,
That's what I can't deal with. Those dudes can't have shit out there.
right.
That's got to be the mentality. You know what I'm saying? Giannis gonna be Giannis. Young gonna be
Yeah,
Young. And B gonna
right.
be B. But your bitch ass, you ain't getting nothing.
Yep.
That needs to be the mentality. That's just what it is, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing some no-name dude shoot the lights out from three-point land. That's stop.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
got to stop, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's from like a game planning standpoint. Like, coach, you need to sit these young guys down and say, listen, they gonna do what they gonna do. But this dude over here, I bet not hear his name called.
Facts.
You better be
Facts.
humping this dude leg, man. Pause.
Yeah. Yeah. On him like a shadow. For
You know
real. He
what
said
I'm saying?
pause.
Like,
You on your Cameron Mace energy tonight, huh?
that's just what it is, man.
You on your Cameron Mace tonight, huh? Energy
Hey,
tonight, huh?
you know, you
Hey,
get
man.
killed these days if you don't.
No, that's facts, bro. But like, I wanted to talk about this too, man, because I've been hearing this argument about like, what if we would have this Killian Hayes Halliburton thing? Like, what if we would have dropped the Halliburton, and this and that? But here's
But
the thing, like we had Cade, and we didn't build around him. We have not built around him properly. You think we would have built around Halliburton properly?
if you had Halliburton, you probably wouldn't even have Cade.
You wouldn't have him. You wouldn't have him because our
And
record would
again,
probably be
with
better.
Halliburton stuff, everybody, I hate when people do this with the draft. Nobody knew Halliburton was going to be this good.
No,
Nobody
that's
was
facts.
talking about Halliburton like that, bro.
No,
Y'all motherfuckers don't even watch college basketball.
no.
Like, be quiet.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I know,
nobody
bro.
was, nobody was talking about Halliburton.
They were not. They were not. I mean, honestly, most people were talking about Killian Hayes more than they were Hallie. You know what I'm saying? In that draft. Like, so hindsight's 2020, man. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm so disappointed that we haven't properly built around Cade, man. How many number one picks do we get? And this is how you do them? You know what I'm saying? And
You
look,
know,
bro.
I got to
Look,
bring
look.
it up.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100%. Where is Cade from?
Texas.
Arlington, Texas.
Yep.
Now, I'm from Detroit, so I'm always gonna be biased towards Detroit. But the fact he could have had the mindset and the immaturity to be like, man, I should have went too. I could have went right back home. I wanted to be on my Hutch energy. You know what I'm saying? Like he like, nah, I want to go number one. I want to turn this franchise around. So he already had a mindset or could have a mindset of he wanted to go back home. Didn't have
Yep.
it. So now everybody on the chat, take your bias out of it. I'm just being a butt. I'm keeping it a butt because it needs to be said, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in his shoes, looking at Houston right now, would you be happy to be here? I'm just saying, bro. Like we got to be honest. Like they're not building around him. It ain't like he's saying he don't like the city or he don't like. No, he just want to play basketball. He want to win, and we're not building anything around him. So, as somebody who's not from Detroit, I'm not gonna just want to be in Detroit, especially if we're not winning.
I say all the
Especially
time.
when my home team is playing much better. That's all I gotta say, bro. Like I know that may not be good for
I say
politics
all
or
the
whatever,
time.
but it's the truth, man.
Detroiters live in this bubble, bro, because nobody wants to come to Detroit but Detroiters,
Yeah,
bro. Period, dude. You know what I'm saying? And like I say all the time, when we be talking about we should get this person and that person, bro. Even when it come to trade, you know how many great players that use trade clauses not to fucking come here?
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to
Facts.
come here.
Nah,
Your team, in order for this is how it has to go. You have to draft
right,
and you have to start building a team to attract players. That team has to become competitive first. They have to start winning first. And
hmm,
then dudes may consider coming here simply just to win.
right.
Nobody wants to come here in a rebuild situation. Period.
Exactly, exactly.
I got to go to cold Detroit
Right.
and
That's what
be
I'm
and
saying.
play with a bunch of young guys. No, these young guys got to figure it out.
Yep,
So drafting is very, very important.
yep.
Very important.
It is. It
That's
is,
the way
man.
it
Like,
has to be done.
yeah, this is LA or this is Boston or this is any of those high profile cities, they can get whoever they want. They like when is the last time you heard the Lakers had just an outstanding draft? I'll wait. They don't have to because they are an attraction
They're
already.
Destination A.
They're destination A. They have an advantage. If we keep it in the buck, they have an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like we're never gonna have 90-degree weather, 70-degree or 60-degree winters. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So like we gotta use what we have to our advantage. And that advantage is drafting. If you have guys who can come here from day one, you can show them that you are invested in them, build relationships with them, put teams around them. Now they might stay. But that's the only way. That's the only way. I hope, bro. I hope we do not lose this dude. Because if things keep up, we could be in that kind of situation. And
Mhm.
when I say keep up, I'm talking about what we see right now. I'm not talking about just losing. Every for the most part, all draft, number one, number two draft picks, three draft
Yeah,
picks, they start off losing.
yeah.
But when you're losing historically and the effort is not there and you're getting blew out, you're looked at as a laughing stock, and now everybody is attaching you to this brand. Who in their right mind would want to put up with that?
Yep.
Anybody in the chat? If y'all say yeah, y'all lying, y'all cat. Straight up. I ain't trying to
Period.
hear that. It ticks me off, bro, because like we've been waiting for this forever. For years, you've been saying, "Oh man, we just can't get no luck in the draft." We had last time we had luck was when 2003 when we had Darkham. We blew that pick. If we don't properly draft around Cade Cunningham, this will be an even bigger catastrophe than that was. Because at least at that time we had a team in place. This was a time when we got him to put that team in place, and we're not doing it, and it's pissing me off. I feel for him. You know what I'm saying? I feel for all of them. What Ashton said when they got here, we're gonna turn Detroit up. And then like nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna go ahead and just take a flyer on a bunch of guys who ain't never showed nothing in their career. That's your response to getting the number one pick. You already know you have a window, that rookie contract. You have a window to at least show them that you can possibly win, potentially. 3 or 4 year window. We haven't shown any of that. We haven't shown one inkling that there is hope for the future of this team. Like, so I give him credit, bro, because like if he was an immature dude, this losing streak could be the least of our worries. You know what I'm saying? Like off the court. So
I keep seeing these comments, and to me, it's just like, explain your point. Why is Tom Gores the problem? Is that I just need clarity, because when you look at it, Tom Gores is who he is, but at the same time, he did go out and throw the bag at the hottest coach on the market. That's why I say it's too early judging Monty Williams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He put his money where his mouth is.
Right.
So it's just like, when I hear like Tom Gores is the problem, bro, Tom Gores ain't signing these players. He ain't making these trades. So he ain't the most perfect owner.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care. He's counting his wet, bro.
Well,
yep,
like I said, bro. Like I said, the only thing I would say about that is if that Kevin Ollie thing is true, that will be my issue with Tom Gores.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm with you. Because he's not constructing a roster. You know what I'm saying? Like he's So if that's true, then I hold him accountable for that. Show. You know what I'm saying? If your GM is telling you I want this coach, and you're saying no, I want this coach, that's a problem. If it's true.
If he out here Jerry Jones, and then okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's different.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Cowgirls.
who we're better than, by the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we talked about this streak. Let's get to the next thing, bro. Because I ain't trying to be here all night. I know you're not either. Yeah. So we've been seeing a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of people talking sideways, man, at the side of their mouth about our team. And to be honest with you, a lot of it is warranted.
Can't even be mad.
Honest. You can't even be mad. Like, you could say, like, well, they ain't never talk about us. Why you gotta talk about? You know what? We haven't been winning, so why would they?
Stephen A. said that a while ago. You know, everybody, you mess with Detroit, dude. He's like, win, and then maybe I mess with you.
Right.
Can't be mad at that.
You can't. At some point, you got to look in the mirror, man. Like, you got to look at what's going on around you. This is a huge event that has taken place, unfortunately, with this team.
Yep.
They're gonna talk about it. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody but the team. So with that in mind, I had a few clips that I was gonna play from a few people. One is an ex-player, and one is not. So we're gonna put this first one on here. We come back and talk about it.
I can score a dub on either one of them teams right now as we speak. They defense ain't nothing there. I can get you a dub in the game right now today against Detroit and against San Antonio. I can get you a 20-piece Nuggets. Because I swear to God, every team looking at them is they slump busters. If you in a slump, you play against Detroit, you out of it.
Get your swag back, play against them.
If I'm in a slump, I can't wait to see Detroit or San Antonio. Slump busters, that's what I call them.
You got to be in shape to get a dub.
Man, I don't need to be in shape to get a dub against a 20-game losing
Now you
streak.
being disrespectful. What we running?
Man,
what?
Fist.
Ain't no fist. All them old ass plays, no, you got to run some young shit now, bro. I'm telling you, Lord, all that shit that you used to.
I can hit an open three. They giving out open threes. Like, come on over here.
All right. So look, like, okay, let me start with this. Like I said, a lot of what is being said is warranted, but a lot ain't. This man, Paul Pierce, averaged 6 points his second to last year and 3 points his last year. Get out of here with that. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Like KG said, don't be disrespectful. These are still NBA players, bro. You probably ain't, you know what I'm saying, picked up a basketball in months. Like, don't do that.
I get the point.
I understand the point, and I don't know if he was like being tongue in cheek, hyperbolic, like being funny. But come on, bro. Like you went a little too far with that one. You went into the deep end with that one. But go ahead.
I get the point. He was just pointing out the fact that we don't fucking play. We don't play no defense. This first thing came out of his mouth. We give it away 3-pointers. I just talked about that against Atlanta the other day.
Right.
So, but at the same time, you know, it's just like with this team, I hooped myself. So let me give you how I used to look at it.
Talk about
When
it.
I was playing Crockett, Renaissance, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we got to get up for these games. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
St. Martin's the Poor's, these games, we got to get up. Bro, when I play City, Chassis, bro, I'm about to go get these dudes a 40 piece.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? So we are looked at as the team, you know, that's, hey man, if we going through a slump, this is the game right here. Let's mark this team on the calendar. That's what he's saying, which is true. That's every hooper knows that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
just what it is. But the Pistons they can't be that team. You know what I'm saying? They got to make sure dudes don't come in here thinking that. This is what I was talking about earlier. You got the other guys on the roster confident against you because they think they can get off against you.
Right.
And when you let that happen, it's like
that's the key. But that's the key. You need to give them a rude awakening and show them on the first play of the game that this ain't what you thought, bro. Man. I know what our record is. They need to be the team that nobody wants to play. You know what I'm saying? They need to be the team, man. They've been fighting kneecaps, bro. Let's make sure we get a good night's rest tonight before tomorrow's game. You know what I'm saying? That needs to be the conversation. Not, oh yeah, they ain't even playing over there. They a mess over there. These boys can't win. We got an easy one. I'm gonna sit out tonight. Rest, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and sprain my esophagus tonight, and I ain't gonna play tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about the record no more. The record to me is irrelevant. Is what are you doing on a basketball court, bro? Straight up. So that's the first clip. Yeah, come on, Desmond Bane, bro. T-Rex is dropping 50, bro. Come on, man. Let's go to the next clip. The other one we got.
Detroit Pistons are in the midst of a 24-game losing streak. The NBA record is 28 games held by the Philadelphia 76ers. They could become the worst team in NBA history. I'm a fan of Monty Williams. His agent looking pretty good. He's a great coach as far as I'm concerned. Monty Williams got 6 years, $78.5 million. But Greg Popovich has 5 NBA championships to show for it. Monty Williams has won the trip to the NBA Finals and coaching the Phoenix Suns. This is so bad that the Wall Street Journal had that as a headline. Are the Detroit Pistons the worst team in NBA history? Because over the last 49 games, the Detroit Pistons are 4-45. 4-45. They haven't won a game since late October. Now, I don't know what to say. Cade Cunningham is the number 1 overall pick. James Wiseman is the number 2 overall pick. I don't know what the hell is going on. The Wall Street Journal is about news and politics. They're talking about the war in Ukraine, immigration. They don't talk sports unless something historic is going on, or in this case, historically bad. Detroit Pistons.
Now, I have no issue with what he said. I feel like
you argue.
95% of everything he said was true. The only thing I took issue with was that he singled out Cade and he singled out Wiseman. When he mentioned Wiseman after Cade, that told me he doesn't really watch the Pistons. Nor does he watch Wiseman.
A lot of them analysts don't.
If you would have said Ivy or Sar or JD, Bojan, something like that, somebody else in the starting lineup, then I'd have been like, okay. But that's neither here nor there. Overall, he was right. He's absolutely right. It's funny. He said he said Monty's agent looking pretty good right now. And that's not Monty's fault. Monty didn't pay himself that money, right? And I'm not saying it's Gore's fault, but my point is that that's a totally different thing. But he's right, man. Like 4-45, count back to last season. How do you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do that? You lose 45 or 49. That's why that's what I mean when I say accountability. That's why for every fan who's like, man, why are they picking on us? That's why. We're not 500 and they trying to rat on us. We're not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, even 10 games under 500. It's we stand out like this right now.
These young guys got hit with a hook, man, and they haven't recovered from it yet. Because you look at some of the other rosters that we've had over these last couple of years, they were way more competitive. I'm talking about we lost games. Excuse me. We lost games within 5 points. You know what I'm saying, on most nights. You're not seeing that with this team. It's like
Right.
the expectations coming into the season was high. Then the devastation happens at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they haven't recovered from it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So part of me is saying, hey, I need a better job from the coaching staff as far as trying to motivate these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You can only do so much motivating with players. But to motivate these dudes, man, to say, hey, man, you know, we can get out this slump.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we had lesser rosters and got more effort.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or can I say lesser? I'm not even sure.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we did have Sadiq Bey and before Wiseman came here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like I said, man, I just sometimes when you do certain things too, that also fluctuates. You know, for instance, with the Lions, what the Lions are talking about right now. Even though I be screaming to death at them, you know, saying they don't want to bring anybody into the locker room or to the team that, you know, that's going to bring that bad juju.
Yep.
We got a couple of guys on this team. I got a conspiracy against that. Got some bad juju, and I wish that they would move on. Yeah, bro. To me personally, like I'm standing on it.
Talk about it.
Certain guys just don't want to be here. Burks is one of them.
Yeah, I kind of get that too.
It's kind of obvious, bro. Like he looked like a disgruntled old man out there on the court.
Like he's going through the motions. It seemed like.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I don't want to be here, dude. I'd rather be shooting on a winning team somewhere.
And can you really blame him?
No, I can't.
I mean, you got to be professional, right? But I'm not saying he's throwing games or whatever. But like, bro, I wouldn't want to be as a rookie. I wouldn't be in this situation. I wouldn't want to. If I'm a star, I don't want to be in this situation.
No.
Let alone, you know what I'm saying, a journeyman, a veteran who's a good offensive player. At this point in his career, he's trying to get some hardware. I wouldn't want to be here either. Just being, you know what I'm saying, just being real with you. If you're trying to win, which everybody seems to, you know, that's why you play basketball, to try to win. So it's just like, you know,
and that's where I'm going with it.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
That's where I was heading with it, you know what I'm saying, from the coaching staff. It's just like, you know, even when you come to the podium, it's just like nothing happened. It's just like still fixed it. Like, bro, I need some real fire lit up under these dudes.
Yeah.
I need a coach and players meeting. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Not the typical practice meeting and walkthroughs. I need a coach and players meeting.
Right.
Like when this is what I need out of you. I need this out of you. You know what I'm saying? I need to see something. Give me something.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I there's so many issues going on right now. It's just hard to figure out.
It's hard to wrap your mind around all of it. Yeah.
It's just like, man, like I just please win Thursday. That's
it. That's it, man. That's the game to get. Question. Let's get some more of these questions we got. What you think about this one? What would the record be if we had Casey?
Shit,
I thought that was interesting.
I think so. You're saying.
Here's what I think. I think it would be better. It's hard to get worse than 2-2. I mean, 2-24. It's hard to get worse than that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be more so because Casey will be trying to win games more so than opposed to looking at what he has. Yeah. I think that's the difference. Because think about it. The players also already knew what he was running. They knew his scheme. They knew his game plan. They knew offensively and defensively, for the most part, what they were supposed to be doing. Was it great? No. But they at least knew what they were supposed to be doing. With Monty Williams, you heard what he said about Ivy a few days ago. He's taking some of the load off of him because he's throwing a lot at him, and now he's just trying to have him play off the ball.
Yeah.
That alone told me these guys are still understanding, even conceptually, what he's trying to give them.
Right.
So I think that part of it would have had Casey with a better record. Better coach? No. You know what I'm saying? Better system? No. Better vision? Probably not. But record? Yeah, he probably have a better record.
A little bit.
Probably 5-21, something like that.
A little bit, you know.
All right, next thing.
No, I was just about to say we need to call up Brandon Jennings like you've been saying, man.
Did you see that? I meant to grab that one too. I meant to grab that clip for tonight. But yeah, he was. I mean, now that's a little more realistic than what Paul Pierce crazy tail was talking about.
Listen. Only way Brandon Jen is coming if you get crazy hair, brace face, drumming. That's the only way you come. Other than that, no.
Hey, prime drumming right there for sure.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind having him back right now, to be honest with you.
Better than Wise.
This was disrespectful to me, man. Like, as a fan, not saying what he did was disrespectful. Maybe it was to you, but just seeing that was like, man, that's disrespectful as heck, bro. Like, third quarter, in the third quarter, he over there playing with his family, not even wearing the jersey, in the fans, talking to the fans, in the stands, talking to the fans, eating their popcorn. Like, if that doesn't put a light under you, bro, what will?
At
I know they all saw it.
Your manhood got to be questioned at some point, bro.
I don't want to go that far, but I feel what you're saying.
Yeah,
I feel what you're saying,
bro.
Like I question your pride at that point a little bit. I'm starting to question your pride. Like, how much do you really care about winning? Like, why are you playing this game? You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way.
That's all I'm saying. There's no way the talent gap is that big between us and other teams to where we're getting blown out every game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. There's no way.
That's just why.
I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, I got one more for you, one more topic, and then we can get to more of these fan questions. Which regime was worse?
Oh shit! Most definitely this regime.
This one? Okay. I'm gonna throw something a little different at you. What if I were to tell you that, in my opinion, I feel like the early 20s, and we're talking just for context, for those who didn't really follow the Pistons, I know a lot of you guys did. We're talking, that's like the Greg Monroe days, when Greg Monroe was our best player. That's before even Drummond got here.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely
you know
not.
What I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, early 2010s.
If I had the option to have Cade, KCP, Marcus Morris, Tobias Harris, drum.
Oh yeah, the later team, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about that. So you said basically swap out Reggie Jackson for.
Yep.
Bro, like, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty much. We don't get swept by Cleveland that year. I'll tell you that much. Because they swept us in the playoffs.
Cade want to throw some oops. Oh yeah, they'll be there. Because that will catch them.
I mean, you think about Reggie Jackson, he does everything better than Reggie Jackson.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think when he is right, he's a better shooter, much better in the pick and roll. He's bigger. He's a better defender. Like, if we had Cade on that team with KC, yeah, that would have been something to see. That would have been fun to watch. But I would between these two, I would pick this regime because we have guys with high ceilings on this team now. It's terrible right now. Like, think about that team in 2010, bro. Who we have on that team? We had Jose Calderon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Greg Monroe.
That was horrible.
Oh my God.
And the coaching was horrible.
God. No vision, no future, nothing.
I'm not a fan of this these 2020s version of terms, bro. The high ceiling, I'm not a fan of it. I don't believe in it.
Okay, well, look though. But you would agree that none of these guys are nowhere near as good as they're going to be, right?
Yeah, right.
That's all I'm saying. When I say high ceiling. Because Cade is going to get better. Ivy going to get better. All of them. Go ahead.
Yeah, any player can get better if they put the work in.
True.
Like we us as fans, we go off the assumption of, man, look how athletic he is. All he got to do this and do that. At the same time, that player still got to put the work in. Now, this is part of the reason why I had so many arguments with the Keegan Murray situation.
Okay.
Keegan Murray, he wasn't.
He's going to get to it.
Yeah, he wasn't a guy that was sexy, dunking all over the film and everything else. But when you around the game, when you watch the game, and you see Keegan Murray play, you automatically knew that this dude is going to contribute to a winning team.
Right.
So the other night when I see him dropping 50, instantly I'm like, God, dog. You know what I'm saying? We need that 3-and-D right now on this roster.
That's true.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that is true. From
And
a fit standpoint, yeah, I'm with you.
that's no slight to who we got on our roster at all. But that's why I wanted him so bad, because of the type of players that we need right now, the players that we're clamoring for right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I mean, the ceiling thing with me is just like, I mean, when Drummond came here, his ceiling was Dwight Howard to some people.
that's
Simply
true.
because of his playing style and his athleticism. When he first came
Yeah.
here, everybody loved him.
Right.
But when
Right.
when the Pistons put him on a pedestal and try to make him the top guy on the team,
But that's the problem.
that's where
That's
the problem.
the difference. That's the difference, bro. But here's the difference now. Cade has that ability to be that guy.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Drummond was always pigeonholed into a role he was never going to be good at.
Never meant
He
to
was
be.
never going to get there. And casuals, if you notice, the casual fans, for the most part, from what I saw, were the ones that hated on him because they never understood what he was.
Right.
So they had this crazy expectation for him, and when he didn't get there, he's a bust. No, if you knew that this was his role, you never would have thought that. So that's why I think it's different when it comes to ceiling with these guys, because we talked about before. We've seen at least the young guys from what we've seen. They work hard.
Yeah.
They work hard. Cade works his tail off. You know what I'm saying? We already heard what Sorry said when he was here. He was trying to find someone to play basketball, so he went to a playground. Like, bro, you got a facility right here. He wants to play wherever, whenever. You know what I'm saying? Ivy, Monty said he might as well have his address changed to the facility because he always there. You know what I'm saying? JD, we know what JD do. We know who he was raised by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we know Stu. Stu has always been a guy that has been a motivator and the leader of this team. So all these guys, at least in these starting five, work. That's why I'm not so concerned about the ceiling, because all these guys have shown and we've heard they work hard. So is it a guarantee they all gonna be all-stars? Nah. But I do believe in the ceiling because of who these guys are.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Also, an unfortunate part is we in a league in an era right now where patience is not warranted. You know, because as much as these young guys is putting in work, shoot, I mean, you look at how long some of them been here. They haven't even been here more than 2 years.
Great point.
And our expectations is through the roof. You know what I'm saying? We act like every player that we draft is LeBron James.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem today in this era. What?
You just say that those. I don't think I heard.
Oh,
you said,
well, I was gonna mention, especially I would love KCP because he dunked on LeBron in the playoffs. But anyway,
Hey, touche. Because I was loving that as much as you were. LeBron, my favorite player.
I had that one loaded in the pocket. Wait,
you was waiting. You had that boy to clip, huh? You was waiting for me to say something. You set me up with the LeBron. Okay, I ain't mad at you. I gotta watch you.
No, but that's just the expectation. If you draft it in the top 10, they expect you to turn into LeBron.
Yeah, that's facts.
Which is just unrealistic as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, they gotta. It's part of it is their youth. The other part is I don't like the veteran supporting staff that they got around them either. I don't.
That's true.
I just
That's
don't.
true.
You can't just throw shooters with young guys. You got to also throw those other guys that's gonna go out there and show them what they need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that we drafted is not a goddamn just to stand in the corner shooter.
Right.
That ain't what we drafted. None of those dudes are. Not one of them. So who's the example out there for them?
Good point. Okay, that's a good point. No, that's solid point, bro. That's a great point. I can't even really argue with that.
Who? Let alone Cade. Who's Ivy looking at? Burks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So who's teaching him to speed up and slow down out there? Yeah. Like this team is really young, bro, and they don't have the examples. But and at the same time, with me, that's why I'm so into bringing ex-players onto your coaching staff. Your coaching staff has to be a powerful coaching staff. If you don't have that, you got to have guys that example. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, this is how you do this. This is what works. This whatever it is. Somebody respectable that these kids listen to.
Right.
But the examples just ain't there, bro.
No, you're right. I mean, I thought Jared Jack was going to be able to provide some of that,
But
but
he never really was a offensive guy
he was
either.
kind of he was more of a defensive bulldog. Yeah,
Yeah,
he wasn't really an offensive general. So that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just goes back to the construction again. You know what I'm saying? It's just not properly constructed. And I understand this is a young team. I understand we have guys who are in the first, like you said, first and second year. But I'm looking at the effort, man. It's got nothing to do with wins and losses right now.
yeah,
Where is the leadership? Where is the effort? How come? I'm sure there are guys in the locker room trying to get these guys motivated. Why aren't they responding?
man.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Why
also,
is
as
Go
young as
ahead.
they are, Deuce, bro, y'all should be running some of these older teams out the gym.
You said that.
Period. Like y'all should be playing fast out there.
You
Like
said
just
that.
slowing the ball down. Crap. Get your ass up court. Run these dudes out the gym. I
Yeah.
guarantee you they're gonna quit before you do.
But you know what? You know why they're not? Because they're not giving enough effort on defense.
Yep.
You can't run if the ball is always going through the hoop.
Yep.
We got two of the fastest guys in the league on our team, on the wings, and
Yep.
Jaden Ivey and Asar Thompson.
Yep.
There's no, you know what I'm saying? The only reason that can be is because we're not getting stops. That's it.
Period.
There's nothing more. That's
They
it.
see red. They see red when they come in here. They just they shoot threes right in our face. And we trot back on defense. We late getting around. We going under screens. We doing all type of boneheaded stuff.
Yeah.
So part of that also falls again on the coaching staff. Because what are you teaching these dudes out here to do? When I got a novice guy that probably ain't played no high level of basketball on Twitter embarrassing your coaching staff, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Pointing out the flaws in your defense, pointing out what y'all doing.
Right.
That don't look good, bro.
I
start questioning you. Go ahead.
I just saw two names that were mentioned that we never should have let go of. And I want to ask which one you'd rather have right now, just off the cuff. Christian Wood or Bruce Brown?
Bruce.
Me too. Even though I feel like Christian Wood could be that stretch forward.
Yeah.
Next to Dunn would be nice, bro.
Yeah.
Because Dunn would erase a lot of his defensive mistakes.
It's this.
Okay.
Christian started thinking too highly of himself.
Yeah, he
too highly of himself. You know what I'm saying? But as a player, oh, you damn right. I love Christian Wood when he was here.
Yeah.
I did not want to see him go. But I definitely didn't want to see Bruce Brown go because I saw with some development that this dude is one of them players.
Yeah, one of them dudes.
Marcus Smart, all these type of players, they help contribute to winning.
Right.
Bruce Brown ain't gonna drop 40 on you, but he gonna give you some problems, bro.
Right. He won't move the needle if you don't have supporting cast. But if you do, we've been talking about this forever. Like Drummond, having guys playing outside of their scope. Bruce Brown, they had him running point. Then they had him trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like they had him doing all kinds of stuff. He was here. But we see him in Denver and even in Indiana thriving. So I think I'm with you, bro, because he brings that defensive mentality too.
That attitude, man.
That attitude.
Yep. Yeah. I can put him on your best player. He ain't scared of that dude. I could put him on him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's you have to have on all these teams. You go up and down throughout these teams in history. They always have that guy or those two guys on that team that's just like, bro, I'm for the bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he want to smoke.
So, yeah.
We have one in Stu. Like Stu, but I think we need one more.
Yeah.
I think we need one more guy who can really hold guys accountable in that locker room, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, like Bill Laimbeer used to say, I'm dating myself. But whenever a new player used to come into the Pistons organization, Bill Laimbeer would have a conversation with him. Look, these are the rules. This is how we get down. If you ain't with it, it's gonna be a problem. You better ask to leave.
We can squad.
He told me that's what he meant.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
And they ended up being best friends. That's what he meant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that mentality got to be there from day one. Somebody to hold players accountable day one. Yep. You can't ask Cade to do everything, bro.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. Come on, man. Like I'm sure he's doing the best he can, but we need more guys to reinforce that. It can't just be one guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you want to see guys in, like for instance, Stu and Duran come together like Rasheed and Ben, because Rasheed and Ben did the same thing.
Yes.
Rasheed had to come and fit in, bro. We talking about
Right.
one of the loudmouth, most stubborn guys in the league. He came and fit in there.
Right.
They laid the same ground rules to him.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's
You're right. No, yeah.
it.
Because remember, I never forget that trip when it happened. When we got him, it was a Friday. When we got Rasheed Wallace, it was an hour before the trade deadline was up. I believe it was 4:30 or 3:30 when the trade deadline on that particular day was over. I'm like, dang, we ain't gonna make no moves. We gonna have to ride out with Memo with Okor as our other bid. I'm at school in high school, refreshing NBA.com, and I see we made this trade. I'll never forget. My first thought was naturally, emotionally, oh, we got a crazy talent. My second thought, he came from it's Rasheed Wallace. You know what I'm saying? That was my second thought.
I hit the flow, bro, because Rasheed Wallace was one of my favorite players at that time. You know, I'm talking about at that time, one of my favorite players in this league was Kevin Garnett. You know what I'm saying? I just love nasty attitude dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's just they just raw dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when he came over here, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the piece right here. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times we talked about, you know, him getting kicked out of games, technical fouls and everything else. But from a talent standpoint, a lot of people wasn't really paying attention to Rasheed like they should have, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like,
because he was always getting into it with the refs.
Yeah. You're not paying attention. This dude is in all-star games for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He's talented.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You bring him over here with a Detroit Pistons mentality, man. That's perfect. You already got Ben Wallace here. That was perfect. That was perfection. So with Duran and Isaiah Stewart, I would love for them to be those two guys in the locker room. Like, listen, bro, you gonna do it this way, or we finna squab in this mud.
Right.
And I'm probably sure the answer is gonna be yes.
Yeah.
Because you'd be a damn fool to want to go up against stuff too.
You be looking like Mo Wagner when JD walked up on him. You know what I'm saying? Last year he was like, no, I'm straight. Remember that last season against Orlando when Killian went nuclear on him. Yeah, we need that. You need that in every locker room, man. And you know, and I think it'll eventually come in time because these guys need to learn how to do that. You mentioned Ben Wallace. He was right smack in the prime of his career, but he had been around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He had been around. All them guys have been around, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chauncey had been around. Rip had been around. Tay was younger.
It took Chauncey 5 or 6 years to finally get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they all had been around. They were journeymen, most of them. So but at the same time, they came and it all falls back to Troy Weaver again. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at these teams, especially in 2004, and you say, man, a lot of these dudes, they were just a bunch of guys on teams. They were moving around this, that, and the third that didn't figure out early in their career. When you put the right components together, the right type of attitudes together, it works, period. Mm-hmm. But the hard part is finding the pieces to the puzzle.
Right.
You can't have a hardworking Isaiah Stewart that's tough, this and this, that, and the third, and then his counterpart is soft as Dr. Cotton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have an identity whatsoever.
There you go.
That's where I'm going. We don't have an identity. We don't have nothing to hang our hats on.
Thank you.
It damn sure ain't defense.
Thank you. It's not offense. Right now, our identity is losing.
Yes.
That's our identity. Taking L's. Man, this is tough, man. This is really tough. But somebody said, I thought she was a developmental coach. He was here.
Yeah, here. And he had Drummond dunking on everything.
That was Brace Fraze Drummond.
That was Brace Fraze Drummond, right.
That was when he was at his best.
When he was dunking, she was on the bench jumping up, shouting and yelling.
Yeah. I saw that.
And when he didn't dunk, you seen them go back to the huddle. She was in his face, like, dunk the ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's the reason JD does that. I'm not saying that's the only reason. That's probably just who JD is as a person, right? But that's part of it, man. That's part of it. You need somebody on your tail like that when you're young talent coming into the league. Eastside Meach says she coached in Memphis with Penny. That's why he
Yep.
feels so strongly about Wiseman and Duren. 100% Eastside Meach. That was that, and that's why there's such a contrast between those two guys. You know what I'm saying? Like it was she, Penny, and Larry Brown. That's a
Yep.
dream.
That's a dream.
That's a dream. It ain't no wonder JD looked like he about 30 years old,
Yep.
physically and mentally. Ain't no wonder. He done got some of the best, some of the gems from some of the best to ever do it. You know what I mean? Like Larry Brown, shout out to Cannon, who was also coached by Larry Brown. Them guys just have a different mentality when they leave, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just they got that it factor as coaches. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. They got McDice. Yeah, McDice. That was another one. McDice came, former All-Star. Now he didn't have any baggage. He was just he was a model citizen when he was here. I loved having him here. But yeah, he still had he did his job. He took a lesser role.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Took a lesser role. Did wear your ass out of that 15-footer.
Glorify Udonis Haslam.
Yep.
That was his role. Automatic. So yeah, you need to have a team in place before you go and get that guy. We already know that. We know that. We all know that. Alan, can you elaborate on why you feel this is the case? He says Stu is going to get traded.
Just seen the contract.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's seen the rumblings out there about OKC and stuff that's been going on Twitter.
I saw that. What's your take on that? You think there's any fire that smoke?
No,
I don't either.
I think before they trade him, I think Stu will go to the bench before they trade him.
I do too. It feels to me like there was something in agreement put in place by upper management. Maybe it was Troy or somebody else that Stu, we want you here. It feels that way to me. I'll never forget last year, and I have the clip I'll pull it up later on our next stream if you want. But Dwayne Casey said last year, I don't know if he should have said this or not, but he kind of spilled the beans a little bit when somebody asked him about, I think it was Mike Curtis asked him what he thought about Duren and Stu together and how their their chemistry. He said, all I know is that they better like each other because they're gonna be together for a long time.
Yeah.
He said that twice before Stu signed his contract.
Speaking of that, I also think it's a lot more longevity when it comes to the Troy Weaver situation in general.
Talk about it.
I would like to have been a bug on the wall when they had those conversations with Tom Gores and explain to him how long it's going to take for this process. That's where I'm truly at. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like, because you look at last season was a anomaly.
Right.
This is truly year 3 of the rebuild.
Yeah.
Because last year was the Wemby sweepstakes, right? But then you just kind of hit a reset button again because you just brought a new coach. A whole new coaching staff. So, you can't be losing like this, but at the same time, I want to know what that window is really like. A lot of people talking about Troy Weaver should get fired. That ain't gonna happen. Get that out of your little mind. It's not gonna happen. So stop it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
Let's just see what's going to transpire, man. And like I said, I just wish I knew something.
Anything, bro. Anything. Like these are loyal paying customers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like going to these games, ourselves included. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got season tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? 2 and 24 still ain't cheap. You feel me? Like it still ain't cheap depending on where your seats are. So it's like you got to give us something, man. Like I hate, and I'm not saying this is what they're doing, but I hate when businesses do that, when they just assume and take for granted the paying customer, the loyal fan. You know what I'm saying? The loyal client. Oh, they gonna do it anyway. We felt like that for the Lions for a long time. About how the Fords didn't care about the product. They're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep buying all the hot dogs and beers, and they're gonna keep showing up regardless of if you go 0-16, 1-15, 2-14, whatever. I don't like that. And I hope that's not happening here with this one. Because it's just not fair to fans, bro. It's just not fair. It's not.
Shout out to my brother Juan, man, Real TV over at Culture Detroit, man. If you guys are on Instagram, just let you know they are still currently in a process of building the streaming on Instagram. So currently the comments usually only come from YouTube right now. But in the near future, you will be able to comment on Instagram, but just not at the moment.
Appreciate y'all showing up too, man. Glad we able to all kind of get this off our chest and develop or recover some part of our sanity. Somebody mentioned Jared Rhoden, man. I want to mention this real quick too. We've been to a few of his G League games just to kind of check him out.
Yeah.
Well, look nice, man. He got a clip.
Yeah.
And he plays, he's not the best defender, but he's solid.
Yeah.
We could use his shooting for sure.
That's why I mentioned I was not playing when I said play Amude earlier instead of Liver.
Yeah, Amude. Him too.
Amude ain't scared. He ain't scared of nothing.
Nah, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? Just play who's making the shots, bro. Play who's making the shots.
Right. Right. No, that's facts.
These slumps between them two, him and Burks, good Lord.
Yeah.
It's not good, man.
It's tough, man. Amude over Livers. Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? At least right now, where they are. Livers may get to that point during the season, but we need a win, bro. We need a dub. I don't care who you gotta put out there.
In this situation, you gotta play what works.
Yeah.
Period.
You gotta play what works.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about minutes, none of that. Whoever minutes, whatever. You got to go on tonight, you playing.
Right. Check this out, bro. We could probably end it with this one.
Yeah.
What's y'all take on mofos being told they can't wear paper bags? Bro, man, like honestly, bro, that's to me, to be honest, that's kind of weak. It's kind of weak. Because here's the thing. We need to do it. We need to get wins, bro. I don't care. Like, I understand having pride in your team, but you gotta look at what that is saying.
Right.
What is that? What are people saying when they do that? I'm ashamed to be here. That should resonate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about Stephen A., how he's calling everybody out. Paul Pierce saying what he's saying. Gilbert Arenas saying what he's saying. We need whatever it takes to trigger change. Nothing's off the table. It's not like they're doing this to because they don't like the team. They're trying to clown the team. They're trying to say, look, I'm not happy with this situation. Are you?
I'm going to say this.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm going to say this as a person who had to buy his own season tickets. Just fuck what I've been doing for 10 years. But if I pay, motherfucker, I'm going to wear what the fuck I want to wear. Period. Yeah. If you paid to sit in that seat, you should be able to wear whatever the hell you want to wear. I don't care if you wear a clown mask or whatever the hell.
Right.
My paper bag ain't hurting you.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Period.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Don't look over here then.
It's a message, obviously.
Right.
Did you see the Lions do that for all 835 years that fans was doing that for the Lions?
Right. And to me, that shows being out of touch with reality. Because if the Pistons were on a 2-game losing streak, 3-game losing streak, hell, even 5-game losing streak, and they say, come on, paper bags, come on, y'all. No, we're not doing that right now. Okay, fine. We're 2-24. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Nothing.
I don't need you to tell me nothing I can't do. You should be happy to see me.
Right. You should be happy to see me. You shouldn't even be focused on me.
Y'all should be giving away tickets.
The folks, right?
Hell, with some of us, you should be giving us half our money back.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. Look, we can't even get wings.
Right.
We can't even get no free wings for having to deal with this 24-game losing streak.
Give me a little Caesar pizza, the little squares y'all be selling for $85.
Have more than one or two of them fall out the sky. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Not allowed to wear. You shouldn't. No. You shouldn't be allowed to lose 24 games in a row. How about that?
Who's the star player on the Utah Jazz?
Lloyd Marketing.
if we don't win this game, bro, if we don't win this game,
This is the game to get it, man. This is the one. This needs to be our in-season tournament final right here.
right here. Because we
Right
all
here.
know how meaningless and phony the in-season tournament is.
It's so phony
And-
that they gotta
and
create. It's so phony they create a banner for it and have
Yeah,
a
that's
trophy
wild
and
because Kobe
all
Bryant
that.
wouldn't have it if he was still around.
No,
So-
no. If Kobe Bryant was playing, he'd be all about that tournament. He's a
Yeah.
competitor.
Yeah, he
You
wouldn't
know
be
that.
raising the banners though.
He ain't in control of that.
Huh?
He ain't in control of that.
You
That ain't got
sure?
nothing to do with. No, he ain't got nothing to do with him.
Huh?
You think really? That's what we doing. That's what we doing. For
He
real?
was in control of those division banners that he was talking about. We don't hang them banners. You remember that when he said that? We don't
No,
hang the
come on.
conference banners. You got to go find that video, my brother.
Bron said what now?
No, not LeBron, Kobe, because they was asking like, why don't you guys hang these banners? He's like, we don't hang them banners. We hang NBA championship banners.
You know what? I think a part of that is because he was born and raised in the NBA as a Laker, so he understands the culture or is connected to the culture a little bit more. I will give him that. I'll give him that for sure. I mean, but we all know when his career is over, he's not going to be remembered as a Laker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be as we did for Cleveland, that ring in Cleveland. So it's a little bit. I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
and honestly, I'm not that hot on the in-season tournament either. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's
but
cute.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm
It's
not one of those
almost
people
like the the COVID championship.
No, it's nothing like that. I ain't doing that. See, you always go too far over there. You always just go too far. You always just take it too far. We was good.
Look, man, everything I'll let LeBron live. I forgive everything once this happened.
Hey, if that man, I'm here for it. At this point, I'm here for it. I think that would kind of make people forget a little bit about this. Because what I'm concerned about, how are people going to look at this season, this team, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Is it still going to be brought up? I don't want that. I mean, they think about the process, trust in the process. They got the record for most games lost. They still talking about that.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid, bro. That's why we got to win. Like we have to win, bro. We have to win. Thank you, bro. You see what I'm saying? See? Thank you, Real TV. I'm trying to give Cole love. Cole, I'm trying to give you his credit. You don't go undercut me with this little weak LeBron statement. I'm like, all right, man. I got you though. It's all good. It's all good, King.
Listen, man, we got better things to talk about than LeBron James, man. Listen,
You brought it up.
I have to. So part of it,
I know. You gotta troll. You gotta troll me. It's all good.
But on a serious note, man,
yeah,
they got to break this streak Thursday. It has to happen Thursday.
Yep.
You got to throw everything at them, the kitchen sink, the whole house. You got to throw everything at them, bro. Hell, shit. Monty Williams got to suit up and play. Everybody, you got to, bro. Yeah. You got to win this game Thursday. There's nothing else. Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing else, bro. You lose that game Thursday, I am tuned out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a unplug, bro. Like if we don't win that game, especially if it's not close, if it's one of those disappointing games where it's not even close, it's gonna be tough for me. You might not see me for a few days.
Man, you won't hear from me until after the Lions playoffs.
Oof. That might be a while. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how they do it, that might be a while.
Right.
So yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. Anything else you want to cover, bro? Before we call this one tonight. Thank y'all for showing up as always, man. I love doing this with y'all. It's always fun. Always fun.
Absolutely, man. I think we done hit every nook and cranny that you can, man.
I think we did too. I feel better. How you feel? You feel a little better?
A little bit better, man. Yeah, I don't got as many hairs falling out.
Yeah. Nah, same here, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, on one more thing. So when we do go out Thursday.
Yeah. Hey, point taken, bro. Point taken. But even more so. Even more
Right.
so. Go ahead, King.
When we do go out Thursday, I'm going to be watching myself personally and evaluating the effort that's given out there. During this
Yes.
process, one thing that I just haven't mentioned a lot, I probably kind of said it on one or two videos. Throughout this situation, I'm watching these dudes like really close to see their reaction, to see their effort, what type of pride they have.
Yep.
I'm looking at the adversity just like Monty Williams. You know what I'm saying? So, and before I can get behind, these guys, I want to see you go out here and give everything you got Thursday.
Yep.
I'll defend my team to the death. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see y'all go out there and give everything you got. That's it.
Yeah, bro. And let's be honest, man. It ain't like it's a tough task to win a basketball game, man. I mean, winning is hard, but when you've had 24 shots at it, man, come on. We're not like I just don't want people to think that it's hard as it really is supposed to be when you play hard.
Man.
It ain't like, oh, I hope we can beat you. Like, come on, man. It ain't like any of these teams are just crazy better than us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go get a dub, bro.
Yeah.
Playing.
Appreciate that, my brother Frank, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, appreciate all of y'all for coming in here. Also, shout out to my brother Juan Ashton for coming in here, giving us some words of wisdom.
As always,
man, he was on fire tonight.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And we're gonna try to have him on soon. We plan to have him on soon when the dust settles. I know for him right now, he probably just we haven't really talked about it, but because I haven't really even put that on him. But I know this is probably would be a tough time for him to hop on with us right now because you know what I'm saying. We know what it is. Like we don't want him on here just being negative. We don't want that. We want to talk to him when things are going well. When we have something we can actually talk about. You know what I'm saying? So once we get this streak turned around, we'll have him on and we'll have a lot more to talk about. Positive to talk about.
Absolutely, man. So shout out to DSN, man, and everybody else that came in for all the great comments and questions that y'all guys brought. Man, we went through these topics and we did some pretty clean explaining for this team. So hopefully they can hold us up, man, and come out with a victory Thursday. We will be coming back on here maybe sometime this weekend or possibly early next week. And we'll be talking about these results. So that should be interesting.
I'll be back depending on what happens.
Yeah. He coming back, man.
Man, I don't know, bro. You might have to have me on here, bro. For real. I don't know, man.
Be over here with a ball spot in his head, man.
You know what I'm saying? I got the hat on for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get one of those like you got, but yeah. Yeah.
But no, on a serious note, man, that's all I got. Deuce, if you got anything, man.
That's it, man.
So
that's it, bro. Like I said, man, we all in this together, man. We all just want to see a good product put on the floor, and that is not too much to ask for anybody who's wondering if it is. It's not. We know what this team can be, man. We've seen it before in past regimes, so we all, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna be straight. In time, it's gonna be cool. But like I always say, you King, like I appreciate everybody for being here with us. You know what I'm saying? Because it actually helps my mental a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I love my team. It helps my mental when I know I'm not going crazy. When I see you guys saying a lot of the same things that I'm thinking. And I'm sure King could probably vouch for that too. So
absolutely
appreciate just y'all being here with us as always, man. I just wanted to say that.
All right, man. With that said, I hope everybody has a blessed and solid night, man. Get yourself some refs and get ready for Thursday. They gonna need us cheering and praying from home. We gonna have to send prayers, bro.
Yeah.
But once again, thank you everybody for coming. And we'll catch you guys in our next show.
Detroit versus everybody.
Man.
No.
Peace.
Peace.